That totally just happened. Wow. That, that's a new one. Never had the power go out like that before. Like, in the middle of like, the power went out, it turned back on, and then, like, it turned back off. Every single time the power went back on, I saw my PC, like, I have these RGB lights on my fans, and every single time the power came back, like, they'd flash on for a little bit, and then immediately afterwards, you hear a crackle noise, and the power goes out, and you hear a beep from the oven turning off. The power, yeah, let's start foobar normally. Let's turn music back on. I think this is the server. But wow, that's like never happened before. Power outage like that. It's not letting me see my YouTube chat. That was so cool. Is Echo in charge of the party now? Yeah, okay. The party lives on at least. How easy it is to see the map from up here. And also, I'm lagging so much more than I thought I would. It's because I have to have OBS open. Because it won't let me... My chat isn't appearing inside of... My chat isn't appearing inside of OBS. Oh, wait, I can refresh. Refresh. Not working, okay. Post on browser dock. Pop out chat. Copy. Close. Close that. DSD. Put DSD there. Okay, I have chat now. I can see you guys now. And my FPS is better because I closed Edge. Gotta get back over there. I don't have a Steam. Well, I have a Steam Deck. I don't got a Switch 2 though. Onion, what did I do? Well, LH, originally I was training with Magrail, and then we clipped out of bounds. Well, not clipped out of bounds. We found out how to get out of bounds over here, and then my power went out. And now we've restarted the stream. It's crazy that the stream actually recovered in terms of like viewership, which I find that really insane. We haven't dislodged the giant rock yet. The rock I really want to like dislodge. Dude, funny story. Like really funny story. 4 tornadoes went past my house. A few of them went over my school, but the school wasn't canceled. So that was like, this week was really weird. Because I had like multiple teachers who didn't have power. Like there was a principal of the school who didn't even have power or Wi-Fi, and school was still open. Literal tornadoes and storms. They're going, yeah, you got school the next day. I'm not party leader anymore, so I can't choose who gets invited. This guy, Echo. Echo is in charge. Oh, they're gonna go here. Oh. No, Reborn isn't broken. Dang it. I wonder if the one swing version is still possible. Oh, yeah, so yeah, you can totally just do this with one swing. Schlorb, I'm not party leader. You gotta ask Echo. I would chain like 4 swings just so I know I had enough speed. Because the multiple swings is more consistent, it just takes a little longer. This is low-key not making it. Yeah. Oh, I'm struggling after the Wi-Fi has gone out. Well, I guess power in general. Dang it. Didn't release in time. Like, you gotta release as soon as you land. No, it didn't let me stay spinning. Rick, just join Parkour Reborn. You can't join. Oh, that's weird. You can't join friends directly or off people's profiles. So you just gotta join Reborn. Dang. Pretty sure the power only went out at my house because they're doing construction. Not construction, but they're just working on the power thing. I saw a giant wire that they were that they added in recently there, so I'm assuming. Hey guys. Paul Wig's bully has joined the game. Guys. Guys. No. I'm waiting for a message in chat to just going, hey there, I'm a bully. Hey guys, Paulwick here. Suppose I didn't hit the ground there. I so wanted to swing off of Echo there. Use him as like a human swing point to land it easier. Oh, I don't think my bully is much of a threat, considering that they can't even afford to buy the game. Oh yeah, 360. I'm making it this time. Dang it. Maybe if I spin more. The spin screwed me over. Hell no, I ain't giving anyone my tokens. Should I low-key give up on this and turn this back into the actual training arc stream it was supposed to be? Hey, Envy. Oh. Rick, if you need to, if the server hop on Roblox, you just gotta block somebody in the server, and it'll try to auto-direct you out of it. It's how I get good fighting game servers. I just block the top player in the server, and then I just move to the next one. It also means you gotta purge your block list every so often, but I don't really block anybody, so it's fine. Oh. Oh, hold on. Let me, Oh, did you... They're renaming, I probably should have accepted, connection request, at the start. I see Dr. Red Pepper. That's probably you. Oh yeah, they're renaming connections back to friends. We might get good things. I can't see what Water's talking about, so. Dude, when Game Theory announced that they were doing another channel, I was so thinking that they would have called it Conspiracy Theory. I wanted like Conspiracy Theory with like a blue icon with a blue icon with like a little planet in the middle of it. I thought that would have been really cool. What? Game theory, you know, it's game theory. I low-key ain't party leader. You know what? Fine. Fine, we're going back to the training arc. Back to launch rail. Sigh. My performance is suffering because I have edge open. Ow. Okay, back to the actual goal though for this of getting better at mag rail. Or it's not even really getting better at mag rail, it's just not, you know, looking up. Not looking up as much whenever mag bouncing. Like, if I can get that down, I can low-key hit stuff like that everywhere. Just better. Once. I love how common it is to see content creators inside of Reborn. Like, even before I was CC, I would join a server and I'd see Cope Free running around. And I thought that was really cool. Because it feels like with every other game, if you have content creator in the game, you immediately, like... You become famous in game and you immediately leave your day ones behind and you start egoing people. Like, my equivalent of day ones for Reborn... I still do stuff with. It's just that they're all busy doing their own thing together, so I don't want to mess with them. But like every other game, it feels like it's so hard to find a content creator in there. And when you do find a content creator, they're like... It feels like they're impossible to talk to. Yo, how do I coil? The Reborn is like a really weird space, so it's cool with how like weird Reborn is, I guess. The fact that we end up having CCs being so public. Cope, I see you like... I don't know, I see you a lot in actually, no, because I don't... Definitely not Discord. I don't see you often in Discord often. I'll like go into general in the Reborn server and I'll just like send a random image. And then I won't talk for like a while. So, bro, them giving me image perms was the worst thing they could have ever done. Because now I can send random images I find on Pinterest into there. Yeah, no, I'll be like, I'll go into the most random servers and I'll like have full conversations in there whenever I get bored. Or I'll just like camp out alone in Reborn VC for a couple of hours until someone joins. That actually happens way too much. More people need to join Reborn VC exclusively when I'm in there. Add to the party. Like, oh my god, this is so strong. I said that so much, but it's so strong. I'm probably using Magrel so incorrectly, but you know, I get speed for a little bit, so it's good enough for me. Dang it. I didn't get a full boost on that. Yeah, I like that. Mostly. I'm not like the best at it, but it's what I'm trying to get better at. But sadly, it's kind of uncapped wall bounce doesn't come up a lot while doing yank stuff. Like, it's good, but you'll only use it while wave dashing. That would have been so clean. Rick, what's your username? Just, like, send me a friend request. Ow. I mean, I guess uncapped wall bounce would be good when doing, like, anything that entails wall bounce, like a bumpy. But I just don't really use it much. And uncapped wall bounce is, like, one of the main things that makes Magrel absurdly broken. Well, aside from its free easy speed. I low-key have not seen Echo talk in chat once yet. In, like, YouTube stream chat or inside of in-game chat. So I low-key don't think I'm able to talk to them. I always liked Yank because you had so much more control in the air. But then at the same time, as long as you get a good angle on the start and have enough map knowledge with Magrel, it's good. Magrel's also, like, only really good in it's only good in bits of Fragment, bits of Derwick, and then all of downtown. Stack sucks for it. Stack is literally grappler heaven. So considering how technically late game Fragment is, it makes sense that it being useful in, like, Fragment and downtown mostly is you know. Oh, yeah, Echo, could you add people? Ow. Loki better, like. Oh yeah. Probably gonna keep streaming, honestly, until, like, 3:30 my time, so I can have an hour to get ready for the JJS update. I need to coil more. That's my current issue. Because I low-key barely coil. 500 cigarettes. I'm probably gonna watch the episode when it comes out, or at least like probably like an hour after it releases. I'll watch it. Because number one, I don't really keep up to date with it. But that last episode was very interesting, so I'm kind of hyped for that. Hope you could low-key like make another tutorial. You know, despite what people say, Reborn is really grounded. Just with how the physics work. That's fair. I low-key just don't make tutorial things because that's not my kind of thing. If like something releases and it's like new, yeah, I'll probably make a tutorial on it. So that people learn about it. Like I'm like I probably should have done a YouTube short for that one swing trim thing. That would have definitely been well, swing boing. Swing boing thing I got from Crispy, I should have made that a short. But I low-key just wanted to push something out for the update. Even though I had a video in the works. I'm not making tutorials on time trials. Actually, I don't think anyone's really made tutorials on time trials. They've like showcased people would upload videos of them doing the time trial, but they never explained what you had to do where or what text you needed to actually perform well on him. If I actually knew how to edit in like a good style for tutorials, I would totally make things like showcasing how to get plat on certain time trials, what text you need on them. I'm not living this. I use DaVinci. Ow. I use DaVinci, but I barely understand how any of it works. Every single video, there's like an hour spent, well, an hour to 2 hours spent in every video, just trying to fix a bug because I don't understand it. Okay, so I'm still at beginner level and beginner level knowledge. I just don't like using it, or learning, I guess. Oh, my tiny task isn't working. That makes sense. My mute keybind kind of doesn't exist because my tiny task isn't running. Let me open that. Yep. Open with auto hotkey. I wish I did more with the montage. I have a limit for myself that I do when editing. I will not allow myself to edit for more than 2 days. And even though I say like edit for more than 2 days, I don't even edit for that full time. I should 100% spend more time editing my videos, but I'd much rather prefer playing the game that the video is on than actually like making a video for the game. Like I had plans for other shots I wanted to do, but I really did not feel like editing them together. Like, there's gonna be let me go over to the spot actually for that. Originally, when I was making like this shot here at Riser, where like it's the window shot, number one, I really liked the time I had for that. But basically, though, I was gonna have it. I wanted to use I couldn't use an alt account for it since I needed FC to take the shot. but I wanted the camera to be like more like here, and when you jump through, the jump through would be like on the actual beat drop, and then I could have a like a glitchy impact frame, because I had someone who was gonna help with impact frames, but I never ended up actually doing anything with it. But it's gonna have like impact frames as I glitch through with like a weird, like, it was gonna be really cool. But I never got around to it because I didn't want to spend so much time editing. The limit I've imposed on myself, because I genuinely, I like making videos, but I hate editing them. And I don't want to, like, I hate editing videos, but I don't want to spend, I want to get it all done with at once. I don't want to wait, you know, multiple days to edit a thing. I don't want to spend longer than I need to for a thing. Dude, I have a school assignment. Well, not my school assignment. I have a friend who's doing a school assignment for an anti-vaping ad, and we decided to. He called me up saying, "Hey, you low-key want to help animate this in Roblox Studio?" And he low-key added impact frames to his part, because the entire thing is just a shitpost, basically. But he added impact frames to someone slamming their fist down onto a table. Like, full-on impact frames. It's actually insane. Like, I'm gonna link the thing when it's done, because we all animated different sections, my whole group. Dude, TS literally kills you. I'm definitely getting better with macro. It's so funny too, because like right as they mentioned the project, I got 300 ads on SoundCloud, like 300 anti-vaping ads on SoundCloud as we begin working on our anti-vaping video. Yeah, we also have a dude in the thing who, like, dude, he animates like he's animating in Blender while it's all like studio animations. He's insane. He's been on the channel before, but it was only for a single really old Parkour Reborn stream when Fragment dropped. But he has like Blender quality animations despite only animating in studio. Because Blender is low-key too much. And like the whole group agrees on that. So we all only animate in studio with Moon Animator. I'm schmoovin', wow. What's your superhero fit? I'm gonna check DMs. You look goated, dude. Can you sit the... Yes, they didn't patch all of them. You can still sit in some of the sideways chairs. They said in the patch notes that they fixed being able to sit in the sideways chairs, but it seems that they didn't do all of them. Dude, they should actually keep like some of the bugs in game because they're so much fun to mess with. And they aren't even like game-breaking bugs. They're just silly little things. Like, dude, I clipped into a me and a friend were playing Reborn, and I ended up clipping into a really small hole inside of a fragment building, and we literally we get hit by an explosion by Highlander. It was so funny. I have screenshots. I think me and Onion sitting on like stacked chairs inside of Durwick. Like, out of bounds exploration, for example. That is awesome. I loved exploring out of bounds with people. I want more of this. I want more. This section of Durwick needs changes. This like this whole construction segment I think is really cool. I want them to make this segment feel as cluttered as Stack is. Not as bad, but like make this segment have, you know, more rubble like this, more little bits and pieces, more scaffolding towers. Like things like that, except you can run through them between the two buildings. Like that'd be awesome. Because it's an under construction area, so there should be more to it. Look at this building. You're telling me you're right next to an under construction built area, and you're just the most bland building known to mankind. And I totally am not saying this because it's all nearby yellow grass, and I want yellow grass to be fancier, since it's my checkpoint. It totally is not my reasoning why. I feel like they're definitely prioritizing gameplay, but that definitely was not the case for Stack. The way they built Stack was so poorly at the start. It wasn't even the decorations. It was the fact that it's impossible to use without it was impossible to explore there with Magrel. It was so grappler friendly, and it still is. And I feel like there shouldn't be like districts in game that are sided heavily towards one type of gear. Like Magrel, for example, Durwick. Durwick is all like low buildings. Well, not Durwick. Downtown. Downtown is all like low buildings, and you know it's cool. All the low buildings make sense, and it's easy to use for every single gear. That's why everyone free runs there. Durwick is a mixture of tall buildings with valleys of low buildings. Low buildings work really well with Magrail, and then when you build enough speed with Magrail, you know, you can hit jumps on the big buildings. Yank Grappler and Swing Grappler just work because of the low buildings and the high buildings to vary between. I wish there was I don't know like what all the playtesters are like, but I want there to be like a playtester who judges the game exclusively based off of one, how the buildings like look and match and how they fit in, but also along with just like how good it is to free run and how good it feels to, you know, parkour in. Because if it doesn't feel like a good place to parkour in, there's no reason to have it. We swapped out with something else if it's that bad to parkour in. I'm not joining Paulwig's such a res house, dude. Considering how like good at the game Perfectionist is, they can probably Probably a really, really, really good input for gameplay value in how buildings are laid out. Like, this building alone is impossible to climb with Magrail during parts of it. This building alone is just bad for it. These, you have to completely avoid sections of the building to go up. Can't even scale up there because of the little gaps. So those would be weird to go up. So much of Stack just feels wrong with Magrail. But of course, with Swing Grappler and Yank Grappler, you know, Stack's pretty good. Stack is low-key the GOAT for this district, exclusively because of all of the flat walls and stuff. And even the bumps work perfectly fine for it, and it doesn't matter. But for Magrail, it just doesn't work. I feel like the more advanced, the new geometry in here is nice. Like that, I like the curves. I like how some of the geometry is in here. It feels really clean. The one downside is that you shouldn't have indents on the side of the building. Like this. This just feels weird. Why? They have multiple points like this, where like this bar has collision, so you can hit into the edge of this and get stopped. They had multiple parts when it first came out. They got rid of a lot of them, but it's still there in places like... This is barely here, but this is barely a gap here, but that can collide with you. This little bump is an actual collidable thing, aside from the actual wall. You can bounce off the wall because this little bump. I dislike that. It's not... That's really bad, especially even for Swing, which is like... Swings and Yank is really good here. And it's still a downside to it. That's that. Stack is like decorated very well. Yeah, the indents are the issues. The indents aren't needed, and the things like this, these little bumps outwards, just disable the collision on them. Disable the collision on that little gap in between these two textures. Like this right here. Make sure there's no collision difference there. I think they fixed it on most of it. Let's see, actually. Yeah, they did, yeah. They fixed it on most of it, but it's just wrong. Geometry in question is definitely not the issue. It's just how the district is laid out. Ow. As long as I want them to like get a builder on the team who's like good at the game but actually knows how to design things like gameplay wise. Like they're good at building and like really good at understanding what the community wants and how gameplay should be. That's sadly the only thing we have for that is the playtesters, so we have to hope the playtesters do like good choices. Also, I want an interior here. When they add the challenge tower, I want to be able to break down this wall and climb into this thing as like a little maintenance shaft. Being able to exit out at the top here, and then also being able to exit out at the bottom at like a pair of double doors right there, and then exit out all the way down over here through this door with a landing pad and an extension point here, so that way you can jump from there to here. So it's accessible to new players. I sent in like 20 different suggestions to this. I contacted some playtesters to talk about it. I want more interiors in Stack. We don't have enough interiors in here. We just have really small sections of interiors. I'm not hitting the remnant gap. Oh yeah, I figured that out. I was mentioned about how they don't actually read suggestions. So, I hikey got a playtester in Zyron to mention it, to mention it to the builders. So I'm hoping Highlander's seen it now, and or Highlander or like another builder's seen it now, and they're gonna add it. Like, I'm low-key actively DMing. I have to DM the actual staff of the game to add in the small little things that would make the environment feel better. Where's that seat? There's a really cool seat they added in. Yeah, like right over here. Also, I think the way Stack is designed, Stack is definitely not designed for like gears in general. I feel like it's designed for more casual play, which kind of sucks. Also, there's seats here, and I love this. I just have chat hidden most of the time. I low-key gotta tell my ideas to Zyron, or there's this playtester who I message sometimes. I tell my ideas to them and Ray. Or I directly tell Sondalin about it whenever they watch one of my streams. Because it's... Whenever Sondalin's watching one, I can easily like get ideas, like, at least into the heads of the devs so they can actually think about it. Look at this! That bump! There's a bump here that causes collision! Why is this here? You can see my wall climb boost getting stuck on this. Stack honestly is... Stack is fun, but it's only good with swing. That's... Well, it's only good with swing and yank, and that's all I see for it. Because while the geometry is weird, it has enough, like... It has enough walls of, like, long, flat walls at places that do make it usable to do, like, actual swing stuff. Macro stuff, not really. But swing stuff, yeah. Ow. Ow. Oh, yeah, it's... Without, like, having a route ready, it's not going to be very easy to cross through Stack. For new players, I think Stack is awesome. It's a cluttered district, and it makes it feel like you're actually exploring whenever you go around. Definitely was not the intention of the builders, but, you know. They probably did intend, like, at the bare minimum for it to feel, like, explorative to new players. Because being new player accessible was the entire purpose of Stack. Because it's literally, the district scaling, apparently, is supposed to be, downtown, Stack, then Derwick, then Fragment. Of course, though, it's not the easiest to even enter Stack. You can only really enter Stack as a new player from one point. I should go over that. The only real point you can enter Stack from as a new player is right here, stacked up. You can barely live that, and you can also leap off of there to land on that. The only real places you can enter it from. Like, over here, you can enter it if you have Climber 2, which you won't have because you got to get it in Stack. If you were able to climb up this, you can, you know... Oh, no, you can't leap off of that because it's all... Number one, the world's most useless landing pad. And no landing pad there. Can't get up from here. Can't get up from here. From here, you could probably barely live. You might be able to land it on, like, the edge, but that's, like, a very weird entrance. I like this. This place looks really fancy. Like this small section right here. But like, there's no good entrances. You had to go into Durwick for a lot of like the easier entrances, despite it's supposed to be downtown Instastack. I really dislike that. Vertex never. Oh, they should also do what free flow does with how free flows out of bounds work. The way free flows out of bounds work is the fact that you can go into their out of bounds and you can just run on basic geometry. Basically, parkour endless. Well, parkour legacy with the endless map and all that fancy stuff. I would love that. They just need to like not add sync points out there. Just remove sync points out there in the out of bounds area and that'll work. If they remove sync points out there, it'll be a lot better because it gives them leniency to do whatever they want out there without, breaking anything or changing anything too much. But alas, they don't do that. I would absolutely love it, but they don't do that. Toast, you are literally across the room at your PC typing that. I can look to my right now. He's giving me a thumbs up right now. He's like looking over the table between us in the middle of the room, and he's just like looking at me with a thumbs up. I just heard him say from across the room, I know that guy. Yeah, endless map is definitely needed. Well, not even an endless map, just being able to explore out of bounds. Because then, if they wanted to, number one, 100%, all his fault. If they wanted to, two ideas for them. Number one, if they really, really, really needed to, they could implement like individual buildings at a time. Like they could build a building for a district and then add it in and just like make some of the transition buildings between the two districts and then release them over time, like every 2 days as the district is getting closer to its release. That'd be a really cool thing. Because every day you'd wake up, hop on Reborn, and see what new building is in the game, and see what this new district is going to feel like. Of course, there's probably some issues with that, but it'd be cool. And then if they the whole thing with being able to run on out of bounds, though, you could run on the out of bounds, and they just have like goofy things there. Think of like the legacy Easter eggs. The Wibbit achievement that got added could have just like been a frog that's out of bounds they had to step on. That would have been cool. There's some way to explore out of bounds would be awesome. It also just means that people who like exclusively moving and not the designs of buildings have spaces to just, free run. Well, yeah, I know about that. The issue is that that's time-based. You can just also just walk out of bounds if you time a swing well enough. What would be? Like, what do you mean skyrocket the levels? Because there wouldn't be sync points. I guess, yeah, the combo potential is there, but you can just disable being able to gain combo in areas there. Because, like, combos are usually area specific, so they could just remove the ability to gain combo outside of the border. That patches that issue. Oh, then yeah, that just works. Like, if your combo just ends when you're out of bounds, then yeah, that's just all that they got. They already have all the systems they need. They just need to make it so we can walk out there. Like, maybe add, like, random goofy PNGs occasionally in places. A lot of things they could do that just, like, I don't know, it adds more to the game's cycle when there's not updating. Just number one, being able to explore out of bounds, it's just a nice feature to have. Two, that adding buildings, like adding transition buildings every like week or so, every day or so, up until the release of a new district, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because it gives people a reason to keep coming back day after day. Well, aside from daily rewards. Like, imagine when imagine that, like, when Skyark gets released, like 2 months before Skyark comes out, like 2 months before Skyark comes out, or like 2 weeks, 5 weeks before Skyark comes out, like this building or this building, these two buildings release, and then you can explore these two buildings and think, wow, that's cool. I would like the style of this district. I want to see what they add next week. And then next week you come in and they added more. So you check out the other transition buildings with the 2 points. Like, they added in these two the next time. Like, oh, wow, this whole row of buildings is really cool. Skyark's going to be awesome. Oh, yeah, custom maps too. Considering they're changing how the game's rendering system works, if that new rendering system is good enough, they could totally let people make custom maps. And then they wouldn't even need to worry about, like, the optimization being bad on said custom maps. Exclusively because all of the custom maps would be with the whole, like, Roblox's fancy rendering system. So it would actually, you know, run well without needing much optimizations. It also means fan districts have a place they can leave in, well, they can live and breathe in without needing to be in their own place. Dude, Skyark's gonna need to have, like, so many different levels because of how much space this takes up. They gotta add, like, combo spots to multiple different floors of a building at that point. No, you don't. No, you shouldn't. Don't make closer to Skyark isn't it? Fanatics should 100% be hired though. They're good enough. They're like they're really good at building inside of the style the game has. And also about custom districts though. Custom districts just disable combo gain and things in them. Because they could add custom districts, and then when they add custom districts, they could add they could add private servers, and like limit custom districts to executive runners. So executive runners does another thing, which is another reason to get executive runner. Give executive runner like access to think about this. Give executive runner the equivalent of the JJS build mode. Give them private servers and give them access to like a few set commands. Give them access. Remove all spawnables. Make sure data just doesn't save inside of. Make data like not save inside of custom servers, and give them like fly and shrink commands, and give them just those two. Oh, Cope, good luck. Those time trials are not for the weak. Dude, that one time trial in our crystal about the kitchen is like impossible. Ow. Dude, what do you mean? There's like that road to the kitchen one. That one's impossible. I want to launch off of that real quick. Be like fire about to launch. Ow. I can feel the lag. I'm lowering graphics quality. I need to hit this. Oh yeah. Oh. You just realized Finax has a face. This is really good. Okay, it's 3:16. I think I end in a bit. Because I low-key gotta get ready for the JJS update. And also clean the house up a bit. Definitely getting better at Magrill, though. You know, that's always a positive. Oh, wait, you didn't know their profile picture was the face? Yeah, positives plus positives are positive plus a positive. Wait, no. Negative plus a negative is an yeah, negative times a negative is a positive. Positive times a negative is a negative. and a positive times a positive is still a positive. A positive plus a positive is still a positive. Unless it's like a really weird positive. I'm gonna low-key go over to my graffiti and then we're gonna end. I'm not. No. Yeah, but it's basically a reverse curse technique. A positive times a positive. No, it's a negative times a negative is a positive. Fanatics, I'm not giving you Durbrick access. I already told you no. This is where we end though, because I gotta get ready for JJS update, and then I gotta clean here for a bit, and then also stretch, because I feel like my back is going to kill me now. But yeah, this is the end. Dude, math is very important, by the way.